Good evening. My name is Billy Jo Byerly, and this class is given through National American University, and the topic we're going to talk about today is blended learning environment. This assignment is our last assignment. It's LP5. It's the reflection video, and we're just going to talk about how this class really did provide a blended learning environment where students can explore perspective while learning to make regionally relevant decisions. And when we talk about this, it was more probably in this class more of the research and getting out of your comfort zone, at least for me. And this class definitely did that. Some of the topics that we talked about this class were the global perspective, or certificates of origin, international customary law, ethics in international business, jurisdiction in international civil cases, misunderstanding maritime law, bill of landing, NAFTA and the EU, price dumping, international discrimination law, and foreign direct investment. And really these are just a few of the topics, but kind of for me these are really highlighted ones. Again, we definitely talked a lot about different topics, but these were kind of the bigger assignments that we did have. For this assignment in particular, we were asked to pick two topics that we really learned from and took away from this class. And I will tell you the first topic for me, and I think about it a lot, and I've actually had probably over 50 or 60 discussions on this with other people to see how they felt. Should the American farmer be given subsidies? This topic really hit home for me. One, I'm from Montana originally. In the last 16 or 17 years here, I've lived in the Black Hills. And I'm a very conservative Republican, very, very conservative as far as that goes. And I don't agree with a lot of subsidies and things like that. But actually, I do agree with the American farmer getting subsidies, because where would we be at without them? It would be horrible to not be able to provide our own food here in the United States, and we need the American farmer to do that. And I struggle with this so bad because of my political views and how I feel about handouts and a lot of different other kinds of subsidies that businesses get or other people get. And so when this topic came up, I will tell you I dreaded having to figure out what really is my stance. And it's definitely one that I think is very different than I would have had probably 10 or 12 years ago. I have been deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan and in the Middle Eastern areas, and I don't want to ever live in a country, and I don't want my daughter to live in a country that we cannot provide for ourselves. It is a scary situation to be in. And I don't ever want any of my friends and family to ever feel like that. So we need the farmer. And the second part of that is that the farmer's work is never ended, and they get subsidies because sometimes they cannot control the prices of things and how things are going, but at the same time, the government uses that as leverage, and so I don't agree with that. But I do think that subsidies are necessary on this topic. Again, probably can hear it in my voice, it's still one of the hardest topics that I think that we discussed in this class. One thing I would have liked to be able to do on this one, this was a topic that we did not write a paper on or anything. It wasn't a discussion assignment. It was actually the video slideshow that we turned in, and I would have really liked to have listened to other people's viewpoint on this. I wish we could have shared that with the class. That would be something I would really enjoy. The second topic that I probably learned the most from, that I didn't know a lot about, was price dumping. And the reason I never even heard this term before, and I didn't understand why the lowest price is not always the best deal for the economy and the consumer. Meaning, if I can buy something for cheaper, why is it not better? Why do we not want to do that? And after doing some research, you don't want to do that at all. You can go into a foreign company and just take over and put other people out of business, and it can lead to really bad things. And again, this is a topic that has stayed with me, like in my car thinking about things on my way to work or way home from work, or off to pick up my daughter or take her to Taekwondo or whatever it is. And I've thought about this topic of why the lowest price is not always the best. And before this class and really on my track to get my master's, I think that I didn't put a lot of thought into it. I just always assumed the lower pricer is better, but it's really not. So that was a really good topic, and again, something I would love to read other people's viewpoints. So my final thoughts on all this, this is definitely the hardest class I've ever taken at NAU. I actually found out that I didn't need this class for my graduation, which is okay, because I did want to give up. As soon as I heard that, I just wanted to drop this class because it was hard. I had more technical issues. I had to get a new computer. For some reason, there was a virus on mine. They tried to clean it, and it kept going back to the same paper that I had written a few weeks earlier every time I tried to save a Word document. And I will tell you, there were tears of sadness and wanting to give up, because when all your work is deleted, it's sad. So did figure that out, got a different computer, some things like that, and it was better. But yes, definitely the hardest class. It also made me get out of my comfort zone. I am not familiar with law. I'm much more familiar with small business, cash flows, budgets, profit and loss worksheets, marketing ideas. And so to really think internationally and go above and beyond and some of these things has been really eye-opening, and I'm glad I didn't quit when I wanted to, and glad I stuck it out. So thank you, Dr. Utter, for teaching us, and I know that you're from South Dakota. You never know when we'll run into each other, but I hope you have amazing Christmas, and everyone is blessed that is reading this and know how wonderful it is that we get to live in the United States. So thank you.